るときは部屋を明るくして少し離れてみるといいんですのよ。あ、上野公園ですの。
NeverKnocked with the shit. Go fuck yourself!
Why must he make a video on not only an OVA that little to no people have heard of or care for, but something that comes from a short manga? There's nothing to talk about, nothing to say. What could you even talk about? Why alienate anyone and everyone who stumbles cockholder first into the stagnant pool that is your channel? Why do you start every video like this? Wow, hallucination I use to build and or bounce off of in order for me to start my videos, it's because I really like Kazuhiro Fujita. Of course, a lot of anime fans nowadays have either all but forgotten or never gave a shit about Uchiha and Tora, never had a Gekujure, or fucking Sobute Kawasu Bashi. Get on that, man. Go click off, get out, read it. That's right, the script, the finished translation 5 days ago. If only Karakuri Circus had the same treatment. No, I have not watched the anime adaptation of it, but like the mean old fuddy-duddy that I am, I will immediately assume that it's garbage unworthy of a watch. No, I have not done any research. I saw it in a dream once, therefore it has become biblical fact.
Tomo Takino and Yukari Tanizaki.
Does this answer the question?
Now, let me stop wasting time with this intro and get to the maggot-filled meat of the video. Firstly, I stumbled upon this OVA when I was surfing on the World Wide Web, on this Balkans-ass website with direct downloads everywhere, old anime blog links, and 2040p anime videos that buffer every few seconds. Well, I assume it's a website originating from the Balkans. It had writing all over in the vile, godless language, and it overall had that monotonous drudgery that festers every aspect of Balkan culture. No hate though, I completely understand the abject misery surrounding it. God knows I'd kill myself if I took one of those CIA Operation High Jump ancestry tests and I found that I was Macedonian, Albanian, or, and may Allah forgive me for uttering such blasphemy, Bosnian. Needless to say, I'd be a suicide risk. So my relationship with this anime is already covered in Slovenian mud and pig, I mean Romanian shit, with the 2007 YouTube freepunjabimovie.com/trojan.exe filter over it. Get on with it, dog. Why am I mentioning all this backstory? Well, because it leads into my second point. Despite the hurdles I had to go through, all the things that should have prevented me from enjoying this, I was still able to have a solid fun time with this little thing and find joy in it, as low on substance as it is. That is not to say there is nothing inside of it. On the contrary, it should tell you how solid of a piece of media that it is and how much potential it has. Of course, it has its pitfalls, and it bears repeating so that no one walks away from this video with the idea that this is some secret jewel hidden in the miasma and dreck. It feels rushed. It's straightforward, don't expect any deep conversation here. But for the length that it has, along with the length of what's adapting, which is like 48 pages of manga that is trying to cram all it can within the minuscule amount of paper allotted to it, the OVA does a pretty decent job at doing what it can do and leaving without explanation. Too many people nowadays try their hardest to reach for any semblance of deeper meaning or subversion or symbolism. For lack of a better term, simple media is a goddamn virtue, and Puppet Princess doesn't shy away from being simply what it is. That being cool design characters doing cool things, and that's it. It knows it's a short and sweet simple package, but the ribbon on top is pretty and crafted with care. Which is also a detriment to it, because I'll be real, I wish this was fleshed out just a bit more, like 2 more episodes would have sufficed. Cause man, it's got a damn good premise. The idea of a princess puppeteering a bevy of killer puppets with cool hulking designs will be protected by a ninja who is also a master of illusions as she seeks revenge against those that have wronged her is pretty sick. In fact, the entirety of Yoru no Ura has a bunch of potential. It'd be great to see it in motion. It also helps that the OVA is much better than the manga, which is a phrase I rarely say. As much as I prefer the storytelling capability that manga has over anime, the facial expressions and action scenes are done much more effectively in the OVA. Let's compare and contrast some select faces I personally enjoy and put them side by side.
There is a woman in Somalia, scraping for pearls on the roadside. There's a force stronger than nature, keeps her will alive.
Look at it all. It's easy to tell which one's more striking and memorable. The same with the aforementioned action scenes. It just one-ups the manga every day to Sunday. It has that grittiness I want in my anime, or at least in my older OVAs. Perhaps it's due to the aforementioned Bulgarian poverty dust, but watching it, I swear I could feel the dirt and grime on my teeth, and every slash, bash, cut, crash, and crack fill my slag-jawed gaping mouth with more of that sweet, sweet dirt. Kurakuri no Kimi... Oh, hold on a second, fellas. Something's a bit on here. Hold on. Let me just... It seems Fujita has a bit of a bias. No, I will willfully ignore his other work to say this. I don't actually know if he does, but anything I speak is gospel truth, so moving on. Puppet Princess, I would say, is a pretty short and sweet start if you're trying to get to Kazuhiro Fujita, who's understandably tough to start with, as all his works that aren't one-shots or short stories are at the very least 25 volumes long. Or if you just want to watch something fucking cool and that's it. Well, you might say, why don't I just read his quote-unquote better stuff then? Well, because I firmly believe that the best way to go about enjoying someone's entire catalog of work is to start with the worst entry. Maybe worst is the wrong word, lacking or not fully formed feels much better. And with all the stellar work this man produces, Puppet Princess and the rest of the stories in Yoru no Ura should serve you well as the start of your hopefully long relationship with Kazuhiro Fujita and the magical worlds he conjures up. Just remember to either give him money directly or use a trusted VPN. Now, go. Leave me. I must go back and weave another of my transporting tomes of magical pictures and cunning wits. Speaking of cunning wit, maybe I should have had more of that when I decided to make a Yosajiro Owusu and Yoshiaki Kawajiri video, huh? Fuck.
Target bird. Wait.